The stakes could not be higher in 2024's final edition of the Ice and Fire Cup. Playoff-chasing Central Valley Fuego host inaugural Jägermeister Cup champions Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Philip Galati with you every step of the way as we buckle up for Derby Day and take a look at the standings heading into tonight's contest in USL League One. Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC up to 6th place, 26 points, but as you can see, very congested around that mark. Meanwhile, Central Valley Fuego with 12 points in their name, just 17 matches played, and plenty of time to make up that ground, but it's gonna be a tough one tonight because the Ice and Fire Cup is always thrilling, always enticing. In fact, the last time these two teams met in the league was a 4-goal thriller. Central Valley Fuego on the road took the lead in the 29th minute with Dembor Benson potting home into the bottom left corner. Doubled that lead in the 68th with Siobhan John Brown in behind, but the Hailstorm had late night heroics. How about an 88th minute corker from Jake Keegan in the top right corner, and Rial Gill in the 101st minute fired off the underside of the crossbar to steal a point. 2-2 the final. As for who to watch out for tonight, for the hosts, it's Alfredo Midense. The man starting up top has 7 assists to his name. That leads all of USL League One. Said acting head coach Mike Elias, he surprises us sometimes. We can put him anywhere. Up top, in the middle, on the wing, he does it all. But as for Northern Colorado Hailstorm, well, they won it all. The inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup champions, the first piece of professional silverware in the Centennial State since 2010. They went the distance. Now head coach Eamon Zayed says it's about taking the lessons learned from that cup, from that piece of silverware, and putting the successes into league play. How are they going to do it? Well, they're going to put Bruno Rendon up top. He started at right back in the Jägermeister Cup final, scored against Forward Madison in regulation. Of course, the Hailstorm going on to win in the PK shootout. But Bruno Rendon, in the 20-year career of head coach Eamon Zayed, coach says he's one of the most athletic players he's ever seen. Keep an eye on him tonight. And as for the final edition of the 2024 Ice and Fire Cup, Central Valley needing a big 3 points. Northern Colorado Hailstorm 3 days away from silverware. We'll take you through the lineups on the other side of the break.
At Golden Bear Physical Therapy, our goal is to help you reach the best version of you. We specialize in physical therapy, work injury prevention and rehabilitation, athlete training and sports injury, and so much more. So whether you're trying to get back to work or back to practice, call us today and let us help you.
Well, Fuego El Foxes getting down with it. It's just about time to get this party started here at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Fuego and Hailstorm moments away from kicking off, so we'll take you through the starting lineups for both sides, starting with acting head coach Mike Elias' side, the host, Central Valley Fuego FC, with a lot of young faces in this lineup. 16-year-old Kevin Garcia in midfield scored his first professional goal a couple weeks ago at Spokane. Meanwhile, a first professional start for 18-year-old Zachary Smuck up top. To his left, the aforementioned Alfredo Midense, and the man to watch for the host tonight. On the other side of midfield, the inaugural Jägermeister Cup champions and head coach Eamon Zayed's squad with a little bit of movement from that Saturday night win. Bruno Rendon started that match at right back. He's up top on the left alongside Noah Powder, with Ethan Horde sitting in behind. He can go up top as well. Those three players watch out for a lot of movement tonight. Meanwhile, Lalo Delgado holding down the sticks, 13 clean sheets last season. A little bit over halfway of that mark with 7 this year. And a midfield three of Chelo Martinez, Danny Robles, and Enoch Kwakwa. Some rotation for the visitors, who will be starting proceedings tonight.
When you hear that whistle, it'll be time to cheer for your team.
Ethan Horde, in his first professional season, gets us underway. 45 on the clock from Fresno State Soccer Stadium in the Ice and Fire Cup. Last time these two teams met, you saw the highlights a little earlier. It was Central Valley getting 2 goals on the road, 1-0 Fuego advantage going into the locker room. Ricky Oprah getting forward. Rendon has continued his run. That front three for Northern Colorado Hailstorm is always very fluid. There's an innate understanding of the players, of where they need to be, of where their teammates already are. Meanwhile, for Central Valley, it's a little bit more of a mystery. They're able to keep opponents on their toes. Visiting head coach Eamon Zayed said, we don't know if they're going to line up in a 4 or a 3. They have the capability to play in just about any shape they want. It is a 4 at the back tonight for Fuego. It's the first time they've done that since mid-August.
And can be considered dangerous and cause serious injury. So please be alert at all times when you're in the spectator area.
Clayton Tor restarting the play from the far sideline.
Thank you.
One of the 2 central defenders tonight has played on the left side of that back 3 in a couple contests now. Oprah. And already Northern Colorado Hailstorm want to step up high. They're keen on taking those spaces in behind. Or dispossessed, falls to Jose Carrera Garcia. And Nemhard's cross deflected into the path of Zachary Smuck in his first professional start. And the first foul of the night, catching David Garcia upstairs. Garcia, the Spaniard, played his college ball with Florida International University. His first professional season last year with North Carolina FC, played nearly every game, and a USL League One champion. Down to the byline and into the side netting. So already you can see Bruno Rendon on the right side of the defensive shape, Ethan Horde on the left. This is different than how they lined up on paper. Evans to intercept under pressure and has to get it long. Play going to be restarted right in front of the Washington Union High School marching band. The drum line out in full force. Playing nice and clean too. Lucky Oprah. Nobody in white at the top of the box. Garcia down for Oprah once again. Northern Colorado going to shift the point of attack. A lot of space to work the cross in. Rendon got it wrong. Carlos Aviles, the man in the middle of goal tonight for the hosts. Played last time out for Central Valley in that 2-2 draw at Greenville, his first appearance in over a month. Match before that, a season-high 6 saves against the Charlotte Independents. Garcia. Evans. Look at the space afforded to the ball carrier. Hailstorm going to get very high, not showing short for those 5-10-yard passes, and offside is the call.
Offside.
Gloria Resendiz, the woman with the whistle tonight. Mariona under pressure and nowhere to go. Javier Mariona, 2 goals this season, both from the right side, but lines up tonight on the left. Open space for Chela Martinez, and half-hearted appeals for handball won't be answered. Heckenberg, captain along for the 16-year-old Kevin Garcia. His second professional start tonight, formerly of the Barcelona Residency Academy. Real estate afforded to Jose Carrera Garcia. Idense with a quick feet. Garcia. 1-2 played out wide. Numbers queuing in the box, no cross on yet. Clipped in behind. Brought down well by Mariona, into the box. Looking for shooting space. Saved by Delgado. Javier Mariona denied his 3rd of the season, and the ball played for Rendon is overhit. Traditionally, in a true 2-striker pairing, you're seeing the 2 strikers never play more than 10, maybe 15 yards away from each other. Ethan Horn and Bruno Rendon were separated by maybe 25, 30, and still almost got that pass right where it needed to be. Hailstorm, one of the deadliest teams in this league on the counter. Alfredo Midense leading the league in assists, and denied. Kwakwa. All the way to the far side, and again Fuego going to settle into their defensive shape. Oprah. Kwakwa told to drive. Sees the space in front of him. Not going to take it. So while it was 4 at the back on paper, it looks much more like a 5 defensively from Fuego, which is more akin to how they've been playing recently. And a good win right at midfield, trying to spring the counter. Jose Carrera Garcia. No way to goal just yet. To the near side with Midense. Northern Colorado holding the box. Heckenberg, Midense. Now Deshawan Nemhard. It's a good bit of possession from Fuego. Not going to force a pass that isn't on. Mariona. Smuck. Now going to try and play that long ball in behind, and Siobhan John Brown couldn't get there. Speaking to acting head coach Mike Elias earlier this week, he said the key to getting 3 points is executing the game plan. And for that, it's taking their chances. The key to that draw on the road against a tough Greenville side was, put simply, putting the ball in the back of the net, but it's never that simple. The key to success for him was players taking care of the ball in the final third. They've defended their own final third well on that long ball. But because they were able to take care of the ball, they opened up shooting spaces and chances and put those chances away. We're unfortunate not to get all 3 points. And that is the key to the game tonight for Central Valley. As for Northern Colorado Hailstorm, they have to go the distance. Just a few days removed from that Jägermeister Cup contest. And head coach Eamon Zayed spoke about his approach to play, his philosophy to the game, how much he demands out of his players physically, how much ground they have to cover, and spoke as well on playing at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. 95 degrees today. In fact, the last time Northern Colorado Hailstorm were on the road, it was right here in California. So the quick fixture turnaround plus the heat gonna be tough because a lot of these players played and started in that Jägermeister Cup final. Again, Northern Colorado offered time on the ball. Garcia stepped up from the back and he'll drive forward. Garcia denied by Heckenberg. And now Midense wants to break. Needs numbers. Goes by one. Brought down by the second, and unfairly so. Alfredo Midense has that drive to take on players and has the foot skills to beat them. Didn't have anywhere to go, so just did well to put his body in between the ball and the defender. It is a foul, not much in it, but it is a foul. Forces the defender to commit to that challenge and gets his body in the right spot to draw the foul. Alfredo Midense scored last time out, assisted the match before that. Very capable no matter where he is. So putting his name on the score sheet. Nemhard Trying to play the ball in behind, taken down by Garcia. And fired wide. The 16-year-old slipped through the back line. Caught Lalo Delgado in an awkward spot as well. Head coach Mike Elias spoke about the talent that is the young players in his academy. 2 teenagers in the starting 11 today. Called the Fresno area a hotbed of youth talent. Kevin Garcia making his 6th appearance of the season. Zachary Smuck his 3rd and his first professional start as Midense is brought down to earth once again. It's another foul by Ina Kwakwa, who will be on persistent infringement watch. Midense, 3 defenders around him. Gets the ball away to Siobhan John Brown to the back stick. Headed to the top of the box. First shot miscued. Falls right back to Jose Carrera Garcia. Hailstorm trying to shore up defensively. They've left Carrera Garcia open for the long range strike. And David Garcia was in the way of it.
This corner is brought to you by Daisy Press for all your printing needs.
Nobody picking up number 10. 25 yards away, keeps it low. Well done by David Garcia. Just get a foot out. First corner of the night. Swung in by the number 10 to the top of the 6. And Delgado had to get a hand to it. Wants to go quickly. The long ball just needed a little more gas. Intercepted by Oprah, but heavy touch. See Zachary Smuck onto it. Here's Bruno Rendon, looking for Ethan Horde. Great ball forward. Horde letting it bounce. Squaring up his mark and cut it back, but no one was there. "17 minutes gone from Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Scoreless between Central Valley Fuego and Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Philip Galati with you for the final edition in 2024 of the Ice and Fire Cup. And it must be said that the hosts tonight, with ground to make up in the standings, have looked quite strong. Controlling the ball well, controlling the flow of the game well. Have been able to test Lalo Delgado. Same can't be said for Carlos Aviles. Plenty of match left to be played. But it's a good start from Fuego. Martinez fouled. Midense disagrees. Siobhan John Brown had some words to say, and credit to the center official, Gloria Resendiz, of reminding him of where the line is. We had a chance to speak to some pro officials a short time ago, and dissent is something that the officials have been told to be much more strict with. There's a fine line that players cross too often, and the offside line has been crossed on this occasion by Ethan Horde.
Offside violation, Hailstorm.
Ethan Horde, the Wisconsin native, had played his college ball here on the West Coast with UC Davis. 2 goals, 2 assists in his last 5 matches. Played the full 90 in 3 of those. much like Bruno Rendon was a striker before transitioning to center back. Bruno Rendon in 2022 was a center back for the Syracuse Pulse. Transitioned to a forward last year. He's very capable of playing up top or at right back. Not often you see a player with that kind of skill set. It was not going to be easy for Northern Colorado to find a solution to Trevor Ammon after he made the jump to the championship, but Eamon Zayed and his coaching staff opting for a two-striker setup that has worked wonders this season. 27 goals in all competitions this season between Ethan Horde and Bruno Rendon combined. The drumline starting up Jig 2 for the marching music aficionados, a classic cadence. Ball in behind for Lucky Oprah. Cut back for Bruno Rendon. Towards Ethan Horde. And the header off target.
Okay. Fuego.
Just that little bit of hesitancy for Bruno Rendon to allow space in behind the defender, and 6'5" Ethan Horde is able to get to a lot of those crosses, just couldn't get over the top of that one. Check out all the exciting postseason action starting in November as the USL playoffs presented by Terminix showcase the top teams battling it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLLeague1.com for all the latest playoff information. Midense! On to the cutback and just slicing it wide by some margin. Went for power over placement and didn't really need to from that sort of range. Evans. Northern Colorado working the ball into a promising position. Rendon battling, staying on his feet, skipping by a couple defenders, and the pass cut out by Carrera. Jose Carrera Garcia, Ontario, California native, played college ball with UC Berkeley. Horde trying to find space in the box. Well defended. Both sides doing a good job of shutting down the lanes for shots. Defenders being brave, throwing themselves into the line of fire. Both of these teams with plenty of scoring capability. Kevin Garcia went into that 50-50 bravely. You heard some of the Fuego faithful asking for the whistle. It did not sound. Medense unable to hit the brakes before bundling into Chelo Martinez, Buenos Aires native. Oof. Got the throw-in. Man who had 32 chances created last year with Forward Madison, top 10 in the league in that category, lifting silverware against his former side just a few days ago. '26th minute from Fresno State Soccer Stadium, still scoreless. Garcia. Redone turned away from goal. Hailstorm having to exhume patience. Love to play quick. They're trying the one-touch passing, but it's not on just yet. Kwakwa found the lane and behind. Cut back to the 6. And the call is goal kick. There is that one-touch passing that nearly released Danny Robles. Was a consistent starter with the Hailstorm in 2022. Then went to Ballard FC last season, won USL League Two. Came back to the club this season. Second ball knocked out of touch. Winning that second ball was something that head coach Eamon Zayed talked about, speaking to him just a few days ago. That winning the second ball is going to be tough, asking a lot of these players physically. Saturday night they make history. First professional trophy in the Centennial State in 14 years. They had Sunday off, Monday to recover. Tuesday was traveling. Now it's about asking a lot of these players, said Coach Zayed, in a quick turnaround. They've got to fight, they've got to show that intensity to win the second ball. They'd like to win the ball now. Fuego working themselves forward. Here's Medense. Momentum taking him away from Cage. Sprays it to the far side. Carrera Garcia. Siobhan John Brown. Aviles will step all the way up. Look how high the outside backs are getting for Central Valley. Garcia has lined up on the left side of defense. Usually playing an attacking midfielder role. He wants to get the ball, and he does. Trivella pass back to the goalkeeper, and he'll likely go forward now. Kevin Garcia. This timed header. Work for Breck Evans to do. Here's a chance to win that second ball. Here's Fuego that win it with their captain. Heckenberg taken down, and a yellow card for Danny Robles. Great first touch, and had nowhere to go.
Hailstorm, Danny Robles.
Heckenberg slowly back up to his own 2 feet.
Second back up. He takes a licking but keeps on ticking.
Alfredo Menense trying to wriggle his way free and commits a foul in the process of trying to win back the ball. And there is a bit of that missing just from the last few series of play. The passing has been very good, but there is an opportunity for someone to get on the ball and try and make a run for it. Try and take on defenders. Take a risk. But both of these teams so confident in their shape and so high with their outside backs that if the wrong player tries to take that space, they could be caught out. Kwakwa. Good ball in behind. Cross on the ground dealt with, and now Kevin Garcia wants to go the other way at speed. Pass intercepted. Breck Evans was taking that space. Here's Chelo Martinez. Space to turn for Powder, and he's sliced that quite poorly. The man capped over a dozen times for Trinidad and Tobago. Started his career with the New York Red Bulls Academy, a New Jersey native. Signed for the Real Salt Lakes Academy. Spent 3 seasons with them before getting signed with the pro team in 2021. Malo Delgado is on the grass. The main shot stopper needing some medical attention. Northern Colorado do have Russell Shealy available off the bench. 2022 NCAA champion with Syracuse, the first in program history. And the Ice and Fire Cup always draws a crowd. This is an excellent showing from the Fuego faithful. They know what's at stake. This team needs their support in the playoff push, and the California locals showing out. Mike Elias giving some instruction to 18-year-old Zachary Smuck in his first professional start. Hasn't seen much of the ball tonight. And despite it being 95 degrees and a heat advisory, Ayman Zayed is still wearing pants and a sweatshirt. Just as animated as ever. Alfredo Midense as well. And Jose Carrera Garcia, two players that Mike Elias highlighted. We got a chance to speak to him earlier this week.
Back to the field after a brief water break.
Spoken a lot about Alfredo Midense, but
visit those snack bars, drink that water.
As far as Jose Carrera Garcia is someone who's given so much to this team, says his head coach, Mike Elias, finds himself in all types of different challenges on and off the ball and always has the intensity to work through them and boost the morale of the players around him. You saw him giving some instruction to his teammates when they took the field once again. Garcia stopped unfairly, yellow card. Johnny Fenwick was not going to let the 16-year-old by. A little bit of a tug on the jersey, a little bit of a bear hug. It's enough for a yellow card.
Issued to number 5, Johnny Fenwick of the Hailstorm. He's in the book.
Fenwick, the native of Newcastle upon Tyne in England. Spent his career all over the USL, Des Moines Menace, San Antonio, Las Vegas, FC Tulsa. Second name in the book tonight, both for the Hailstorm. Heckenberg. 1-2 is a no-go. Here's Jose Carrera Garcia. Mariona. Back for the skipper, Heckenberg. Siobhan John Brown. A lot of speed on that ball, nearly got there too. Horde going down, play going on still. Powder forced to turn back. Fuego got the numbers back fast. Did well to shut down the counter possibility. Bruno Rendon in behind. And the run was made by Ethan Horde. Couldn't redirect the ball towards frame. That's how quickly the scope of this match can change. Just one pass, releasing a player in behind. Ethan Horde had a very difficult shot at that near post. Still no shots on target for Northern Colorado. They've taken 3. Meanwhile, 6 shots by Fuego, 2 of them on target. Horde. Ball staying in bounds. Dancing on the paint. He'll cut inside now. Lovely sequence. And Horde nearly profiting from it.
Carlos with the hands and clears the box.
Delgado hurried to get that one skyward.
Incoming.
Rendon thought that Horde was continuing the run. And there is just a few brief lapses in communication that we've seen between the forwards for Northern Colorado.
Unlike baseball, you don't get to keep the souvenir balls when they get hit into the stands. Sorry.
Lovely footwork from Mariona. Shot deflected. Comfortable in the end for Delgado. Little roulette spin from Javier Mariona. California native, one of a couple players on this team with some really good foot skills. Again, that need for a dribbler is evident in this match. Someone to take on a defender and take the risk, but both of these teams know how important 3 points is and know that one kick of a ball can swing a match irreversibly. So if they're gonna take that dribble, they have to make sure they have support behind them. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Select matches include the championship final, will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Garcia, oh, the flick was a clever one. Trying to backheel it into the path of fellow Academy player Zachary Smuck. Just underhit it. Now that call to drive, you heard it from the sideline. Northern Colorado gonna step on the gas. Here's Noah Powder. Rendon, first touch let him down. But there was a lane there to spring at speed. Another clever idea that's cut away. Creativity is there, but both these teams doing so well defensively of holding their shape. Rendon with the step over to the corner. Works the cross in, and Avila is equal to it. First time Carlos Aviles has really had to be called into action with his hands. We've seen most of his play tonight with his feet. Great move by Alfredo Midense to get into the box. Needs help. 2 defenders in front of him. Puts it on a dime for Clayton Torr. Midense back for Torr to Siobhan John Brown. Oh my goodness. One he'll want back.
Goal kick. Hailstorm. Too bad we don't have goalposts. That could have been an easy 3.
How good was this buildup from Central Valley Fuego? Alfredo Midense stays on his feet in the box. Took a bit of a challenge, but did well to stay with the ball and stay upright. Siobhan John Brown just leaning all the way back, didn't get his shoulders over the top of it. It is Central Valley finding the better spaces in and around the 18-yard box as the 45th minute elapses, and we are into the first of 3 at a minimum.
3 minutes have been added. Count it down.
Kwakwa. Fuego doing a really good job of closing down the sidelines, making sure there's no wide channels. They know how good Northern Colorado is on the counter, how willing their outside backs are to make overlapping runs, to find space on the give and go, to the corner, to the byline. Mike Elias has to be happy with what he's seen so far, but he'll feel hard done by to not have a goal for his side. Big switch. Evans took it down, but there was nobody with him. Midense, again with the clever move, just checking to the ball, showing short for it, but not taking a touch, allowing it to bounce across his frame. Walk was skipping by. Oprah encouraged to overlap and gets the ball from Rendon. Swung in towards Horde. Heckenberg first to it. John Brown the second, and stamped clear. And again, nobody showing short really. It's either a ball to the back line or to the far side. Look how few white shirts are on your screen. Everybody waiting for that Route 1 pass in behind or the cross into the box. Somebody's got to provide that cross. Oprah just about got it away. Garcia stepped up for it. Kwakwa with his heels on the touchline. Rendon. Three minutes at a minimum nearly elapsed. Northern Colorado looked likely to have the last chance before the interval. Somebody's got to get in shooting position. Excellent shape from Fuego. Martinez nearly turned by Carrera Garcia. And the first half will end scoreless.
That's the first half. It goes into the books.
Goose eggs on the board between Central Valley Fuego and Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Alfredo Midense has seen a lot of the ball for the hosts.
Are planned for a day.
The man who leads USL League One in assists has yet to get his 8th of the season tonight, not for lack of trying.
What's going to happen out here on the field?
So no score in the first half, but plenty of defensive prowess on display. Fuego needing a big 3 points in the playoff push, have looked likely to break the deadlock. Yet to do so through 45. We'll take you through highlights of the first half and plenty more to talk about on the other side of the break. Stick with us.
It's The last call in the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. For Cheney, he chests it down and shoots, and he scores! Skipping around, Rendon cutting left and shooting and scoring! What more proper way to finish this than some shots? And it's saved! Northern Colorado Hailstorm, first ever Jägermeister Cup champions!
At Golden Bear Physical Therapy, our goal is to help you reach the best version of you. We specialize in physical therapy, work injury prevention and rehabilitation, athlete training and sports injury, and so much more. So whether you're trying to get back to work or back to practice, call us today and let us help you.
An excellent showing from the Fuego faithful tonight. In numbers, have been making their voices heard. Local drum line as well, playing very well together. It's been a tough place to play for the Hailstorm. Their first road trip in over a month, and their first road trip since winning the Jägermeister Cup, the inaugural champions of the tournament. Head coach Ayman Zayed said it's a humbling experience to bring silverware not only to this club but to all of the Centennial State. First piece of professional silverware won by any team in Colorado since 2010. And what a match it was. 1-1 through regulation. Hailstorm the winner in the shootout. Let's take a look at the sights and sounds from the final.
Looks this one up for Cheney. He chests it down and shoots, and he scores! A buzzing start for Madison. Jägermeister Cup final, actually just in any final. This ball is lofted inside, skipping around. Rendon cutting left and shooting and scoring. This ball is lofted inside, skipping around. Rendon cutting left and shooting and scoring. It looks like we've got a good one brewing here, folks. And Ethan Horn has done it. Let the title party begin.
Head coach Ayman Zayed said that Jägermeister Cup final was an unbelievable and unparalleled atmosphere, and it ignites the hunger for this side to go out and get another piece of silverware. There's a lot more in this match to be played. We'll take you through a little bit more in a bit.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it. doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Recentra bien el balón dentro del área. ¡Hombre, es el segundo! La combinación es buena. Se canta el 1-1 de Locando. ¡No te puedo creer! Increíble, Felipe. Y señoras y señores, la USL Championship.
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Yeah, trick. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
A scoreless first half at Fresno State Soccer Stadium between Central Valley Fuego FC and Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC. We've already had some matches in USL League One this week with plenty of goals. Take a look at the sights and the sounds from some of those games.
Saved by Lewis. Here comes Galindres! Juan Galindres gives the Mingos the lead. Ross still going, he shoots! And Frank Ross levels the score sheet.
Laid off, Gallardo, Joe Gallardo, a marvelous save, and the stick back is a simple finish. Our own goal. Maneuvered into the box. A whiplashing strike. Swings in. Broken up and punched home. Back to back. Result certainly not going to happen at this rate. Omaha fighting it out for the first spot. Flung in, flipped out. Oh my goodness! Wow, just wow!
How about some of the news and notes around USL League One? You've heard it once, you'll hear it again. It won't be the last time. The Jägermeister Cup champions are the Northern Colorado Hailstorm, the very first in competition history after the win on penalties over Forward Madison, but the Mingos bounced back, joining Union Omaha as the second team to lock up a postseason spot in the USL League One playoffs after a draw last time out against Knoxville. That point, good enough for the postseason. And as for that playoff picture, every team is still in the fight. Every team has a chance to be in the USL League One playoffs presented by Terminix. So we'll take a look at the standings coming into tonight. As of right now, if all results hold, the table doesn't change, but Hailstorm and Fuego both will get one extra point. Just 7 points between that 8-9 cutoff line and Central Valley Fuego. That's 2 wins and a tie, and they have time to do it, but they really need 3 points tonight. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC so congested. Spokane on 26 points, Greenville 28, One Knox 29. Head coach Eamon Zayed says they think they can get as high as second place, but Union Omaha with a commanding lead in the regular season, looking up to lock up the Shield. As for the scores, you saw the two matches yesterday and earlier today. 6 goals combined. How many will we see tomorrow? Forward Madison with a quick turnaround against the Charlotte Independents as the Mingos road trip continues, with 4 matches to be played on Saturday as well. All right, just about time for the ball to get rolling once again from Fresno State Soccer Stadium. We've got one more break before that. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half, highlights and stats, and then it'll be time for kickoff. See you soon.
At Golden Bear Physical Therapy, our goal is to help you reach the best version of you. We specialize in physical therapy, work injury prevention and rehabilitation, athlete training and sports injury, and so much more. So whether you're trying to get back to work or back to practice, call us today and let us help you.
Straight to the first half highlights we go. Scoreless, but still plenty of action, and it was Central Valley that looked likely to score. Javier Mariona sitting down his mark, but Lalo Delgado able to make the save low to his right-hand side. Jose Carrera Garcia with a strike from 25 yards that David Garcia got in the way of. The ensuing corner forced another stop out of the number 1 for the Hailstorm. Northern Colorado had some chances to go forward. Bruno Rendon working in the cross. Ethan Horde getting to it and flicking it up and over the bar. Still no shots on target for the Hailstorm. So the ball rolling once again at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. So 2 changes at the interval. 18-year-old Zachary Smunk in his first professional start has been replaced by Ashkanov Apollon, who's a defender by trade. So we'll see a little bit of a different shape now, in all likelihood, from Fuego. Meanwhile, for Northern Colorado, Johnny Fenwick picked up a yellow card, and he'll pick up a spot on the bench. Real Gill is into the match, who scored that absolute golazo in the 101st minute last time these two teams met in the Ice and Fire Cup. Here is Real Gil, already into a promising spot. Trying to work space for the cross and got it away. Headed on. And it may have came off the shoulder of Real Gil last, and it did. Fenwick, a defender now on the bench. Real Gil, as you saw in that last passage, a very much forward-minded player. Siobhan John Brown with a nice move toward the corner and the byline. Another cutback dealt with. Alfredo Midense has space to try it. And once again, David Garcia blocking another shot. Midense with the second bite of the apple and miscues the back heel. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Sliding challenge comes up empty, and the shot fired wide. Javier Mariona on a tear, puts it the wrong side of the near post.
As we like to say, nuts.
Ball was played in front of him, allowed him to run onto it. Took all the space he could before trying for goal. 9 shots for Fuego. 3 of them on target. Head coach Mike Elias told us earlier this week the key is capitalizing on those chances. They've been creating them, to Central Valley's credit. Now they've got to beat Lalo Delgado. Meanwhile, the 4 shots so far in this match for the Hailstorm have not been on target. Not a single one. But this is a team that excels on the counter. A team that can play well without the ball, without dominating possession. You can't ever count them out, especially now as Jägermeister Cup champions. Gill burns by his mark, and Clayton Torr takes him down, and will be the first Fuego player booked tonight.
Yellow card has come out of the pockets and is issued to the Fuego. Number 15, Clayton Torr.
Just tripping him up a little bit, but it's the nature of the run by Real Gil was in a very promising spot. And so the former Cal State Fullerton player is into the pocketbook of Gloria Resendiz. It's a difficult angle for a shot. Chela Martinez standing over it, so too is Danny Robles. Head coach Eamon Zayed has walked into the frame. What's he cooking up? Carlos Avila is instructing his defenders to hold the line 10 yards out from goal. It is Martinez to deliver. Lofted over everyone and everything. He'll go back to the far side. Man with over 100 appearances in the USL Championship across 4 seasons. Ashkenov Pollen off the bench. Forward for Mirense. Martinez winning it in midfield. Here's Noah Powder on the charge. To the edge of the 18. Early cross. Difficult height for Robles to try and get a foot to it. Real Gil trying to cut in onto his right and does. Setting it up for Rendon. And Aviles flying to tip the deflected shot over the bar. You cannot let Bruno Rendon have shooting space. And Fuego nearly did. It is the first shot on target of the night for the visitors. A deflected one at that, but Hailstorm are starting to find the pieces. First corner is in! A header just a few yards out, and just like that, Hailstorm take the lead on the road. A deadly ball in from Chelo Martinez. And Ethan Horde unmarked, unmatched in the air. Unmistakable. Nobody picked him up. And just a few yards out, able to catch Carlos Aviles flat-footed. Nothing the goalkeeper's going to do from that sort of range. Ethan Horde with his 14th this season in all competitions in his debut season playing professional soccer. The very first corner of the night for Northern Colorado is dispatched. And just like that, it's a 1-0 game. To the visitors' credit, they started this second half very brightly. Real Gil, a big reason for that. He wants to dribble once again into the box on his left. Too tight of an angle. And how many times did we mention in that first half that this game needed a dribbler? Real Gil is just that. This match was opened up for someone to try and take on defenders and take risks and go to goal. Every time Real Gil has gotten on the ball, he has taken a progressive forward first touch. Every time the ball is at his feet, he wants to go right at goal. And now with fresh legs off the bench, he's able to recover his ground if he's caught out. Central Valley trying to catch Northern Colorado out here. It's Siobhan John Brown! Only a fraction wide.
So close. Siobhan John Brown with the shot on goal. Just off the mark.
Lovely ball in behind. Difficult angle. Delgado positioned well. Just stinging the side netting. Look how close it was to that top right corner. Siobhan John Brown with 3 goals in all competitions this season. Trying to score in back-to-back games after finding the net last time out against Greenville. Real Gil again looking to go to goal and taken down by Clayton Torr, who is already on a yellow card. Referee motions for the ceremonial restart. which means the wall will be marked and the free kick cannot happen until the whistle blows. It'll be Chelo Martinez to deliver. His last free kick was played out of play, but his last set piece, that corner, for his 5th assist of the season in all comps. Robles as well standing over it, as the head official, Gloria Resendiz, has taken exception to something. The yellow card is out. Lalo Delgado is all the way up from his own net, and the referee is motioning him back. Breck Evans as well, telling his goalkeeper to return to his posts.
Yellow card issued to number 20, Alfredo Middens.
Alfredo Midense has been shown a yellow card amidst the fray. Now the 4th name into the book and the 2nd from Fuego. Training ground play. Noah Powder's strike, knuckling over the bar. Plenty of space to shoot it. Good first touch out of his feet. And the Soccer Warriors International putting a little bit too much leather behind the ball. Tor with a nice move by Real Gil. Gets the pass away. Kevin Garcia given space. Midense not so much. Colorado gonna try and break. A lot of space in behind for Noah Powder with numbers arriving. Rendon one of them. Powder keeps it himself. To the top of the D. Tries on goal. Aviles seeing it all the way.
Number 66. Powder with a shot. Stopped by number 23, Carlos Aviles.
There's that one touch. You see the ball bobbling a little bit, just to get it back in front of him. Had the time to do so. Northern Colorado in that first half, 4 shots, none on target. In the second half, 3 shots, 2 of them on target, and 1 in the back of the net. That's how quickly Eamon Zayed's team can change the course of a match. Carrera Garcia. Mariona. Apollon. The defender all the way up. Nice move. Good cross. Delgado got there. Danger still present. Robles will try and get out of danger. Able to skip through 2 players. Difficult ball to try and thread the needle for Ethan Hort. This play will be stopped for Chelo Martinez. Born in Buenos Aires, 2015 Texas Gatorade Player of the Year. Tor intercepting the Route 1 pass, taken down by Real Gil, and free kick awarded. Those two have been an exciting duel in this second half. And there is a little trip after Tor gets the ball away. Mike Elias wants a yellow card. The referee disagrees. There's Apollon frustrated with himself after not connecting on the cross. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XMFC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Gill tried to drag it back. It went under his foot.
Substitution for the Hailstorm. Coming on the pitch, number 15, Patrick Langlois. Coming off, number 34, Danny Robles.
And Coach Eamon Zaya going to make another change. Patrick Langlois. San Diego raised, but born in Australia. He will replace Danny Robles in midfield. Evans on the interception. Space for Ethan Horde. Sees the run being made by Powder. And Apollon across brilliantly to cover. That ball just needed to be a little bit more in front of Noah Powder. But how about the pace from Ashkenov Apollon to shut down number 66. Second corner on the way for the Hailstorm. They scored from the first. Outswinging ball from Martinez, and the header over the bar from Oprah.
And we'll trade a corner kick for a goal kick.
Central Valley doing a better job of marking the 6 this time. It was Ethan Horde's header from just a few yards away in the 53rd minute. That puts us at a 1-0 scoreline here at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Philip Galati with you. Heckenberg settling. Garcia, nice move. That feint opens up the space for the pass. Here's Apollon. Garcia once again getting in the way of things. David Garcia has been the brick wall so far at the back for Northern Colorado. Ball into the box. Midense lays it off. And a comfortable stop in the end for Delgado. David Garcia has blocked a number of shots tonight. Played the full 90 last time out against Chattanooga in the league. Spaniard played in the Mallorca Academy before coming to the United States for college with FIU. Time for Garcia now with the ball at his foot. Splits the lines. Powder switches the point of attack. Gill, great first touch. Oprah on the overlap. Gill sees it. And the cutback blocked out for another corner.
Corner kick, Hailstorm.
Clayton Torre again has been doing a very good job of shutting down Real Gil, but he's had his hands full. With Real Gil being so willing to drive every time he's on the ball. This is how they scored about 15 minutes ago. Martinez, and there was another header on at the near post. Arriving for it was Lucky Oprah. Playing on the left side of defense tonight. He's played on the right side. He's played in the middle. He's even played up in midfield sometimes. Man who was most recently in the Latvian First League. Also spent time on loan across Scandinavia and Finland and Sweden. Free kick awarded. Fuego couldn't go quickly, but it may be to their benefit just to help get their shape offensively, get some numbers forward. They did well to boss possession in that first half. They haven't seen much of it in the second. At least not this high up the pitch. Yellow card shown to Jose Carrera Garcia. Stopped with Powder unfairly. Take another look at it. And there's no attempt to play the ball there. It is a yellow card. Two for Breck Evans. His pass under hit. Siobhan John Brown putting in the work, but dispossessed by his numerical complement, Real Gil, who once again can't get by Clayton Torre.
Corner kick specialist for the Hailstorm. Chelo Martinez, number 30.
Martinez with a deeper delivery this time for Rendon, who wanted a deflection that the referee did not see. Looked like the right call. Rendon just not connecting. Gil and Torre once again going at it. Siobhan John Brown on the near side. Heckenberg. Martinez in the way. Rendon looking for Horde. Bustamante able to get it away for now. Back into the starting 11 after serving a suspension last time out. Gil going for the curler. Didn't get enough behind it. Real Gil on this left side has seen almost 50% of the chances for the Hailstorm in this second half. They've been concentrating things down this near side. Bidense denied, trying to get to the byline by Breck Evans.
Corner kick, Fuego.
First corner of the second half for the hosts, second of the night.
Come on, y'all can be louder. Make some noise.
2 arms up from the leading assist provider in all of USL League One. Now goes for just the right arm. Alfredo Midense to deliver. Out to the top of the key. And the volley is miscued. Better ball worked in. Bustamante's header too far away. Delgado looking for his 8th clean sheet of the season. He didn't see very many in the first half of the season. It's been much better performance from him in the later stages. Here's Ethan Horde in the box, needing help. Almost fell to Chelo Martinez, does fall to Real Gil. Onto his left. And once again, Carlos Avila is in the way. Clayton Tor doing a good job of forcing Real Gil onto his weaker left foot in the box. That has been the matchup in this second half. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Chelo Martinez with a check of the shoulder. Magua was onside. Diagonal ball wasn't on. Real Gil has checked back for it. Tor has gone in strongly and won the ball. And a foul. Clayton Tor eclipsing 2,000 minutes on the season last time out, after playing the full 90 in the last 4 in a row. Most in the center of the defense, but played more right back in the second half. Battling for it with Lucky Oprah and the Nigeria native committing the foul.
Coming off, number 15, Clayton Tor. And number 20.
And that will be
Alfredo Midense.
Clayton Tor's last act of this one. So here Vasquez into the fray. 3 goals for him on the season. As Real Gil is down. Omar Lemus as well, brought onto the pitch. Another one of those California prospects. Escondido native, played college ball with San Jose State. 19th appearance in all competitions tonight, just his 3rd off the bench. Replacing Clayton Tor at the back. Lemus, a capable defender in terms of his offensive work rate, able to put dangerous crosses in. Good dribbler of the ball, can take care of it in the final third. Will look to provide that verticality that Fuego needs in the last 14 minutes and change to try and get at least 1 point. Every point matters.
Download the 2024 schedule. Only a few games left. Get all match day information and all things Fuego FC at fuegofc.com.
Siobhan John Brown checking back for it. Big challenge, 35 yards from goal. Enoch Kwakwa being told that it is his last warning. Persistent infringement, very publicly shown by the official, Gloria Resendiz, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. The next foul by number 8 will result in a booking for him. Apollon is tucked inside. He'll try on goal. Right at Lalo Delgado.
Shot by number 3.
And the defender doing what Central Valley needs to do and taking their chances. Not a bad effort. The ball was well in front of his plant foot, though. Had to stretch for it. Didn't really get a chance to direct it either side of the goalkeeper. Nobody challenged Noah Powder, but his first touch falls right to Chris Eckenberg. Unconventional defending from Bruno Rondon. Again, started this match at forward, has slotted in at right back, which is where he was in the Jägermeister Cup final. And he scored in regulation, so even though head coach Eamon Zayed telling him to take a defensive role in the last 12, 11 minutes or so, he is still very much capable of getting on the score sheet. And look at the green grass afforded on the far side. Powder, unselfish play to Ethan Horde, looking for the second and never fired. Head and hands from Eamon Zayed, wondering why his forward didn't try his luck.
Yep, number 30. Chelo Martinez walking over to take the corner.
Would have been a brace as well for number 20, who has now 3 goals and 2 assists in his last 6 matches. Former All Big West second team selection with UC Davis. Martinez to deliver once again. Strong header at the near post to get it away for now. John Brown gonna try and keep the second ball in play. Looked like he did. Great hustle from number 7. Lungwa. Sliding challenge goes in. Referee had a great view. Play goes on. Rendon over the head of Real Gil.
Substitution for the Hailstorm. Coming on the pitch, number 23, Jake Keegan. Coming off is number 8, Enoch Kwakwa.
Jake Keegan will be substituted in. Former SUNY Binghamton man. Drafted by the Philadelphia Union 11 years ago. He'll replace Enoch Kwakwa before number 8 can go into the book. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Flag stayed down for just a moment against Zaria Vasquez. It does eventually go up. USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings.
Hey, Fuego fans, if you want to get out of the house, join us at Crow and Wolf Brewing for a Fuego watch party Tuesday, October 15th. As your Central Valley Fuego take on Greenville Triumph SC. The party starts at 4 p.m. We hope to see you there. It's Tuesday, October 15th at Crow and Wolf Brewing Company.
Not much time now for Central Valley to try and get a point or more late on home soil. Needing to make up ground in the table against the inaugural Jägermeister Cup champions. John Brown, forward for Garcia. It's always a very difficult pass to try and connect. Langlois. Delgado slipping as he went to strike it. Did manage to get it away. Martinez. Looking for Real Gil, who's brought it down brilliantly and dispossessed even better. Omar Lemus for Siobhan John Brown. Jose Carrera Garcia still has some gas in the tank. Apollon on the overlap. Two defenders in front of him. And brings down Jake Keegan. Great teamwork by Keegan and Rendon communicating on that one. Greg Evans and David Garcia as well communicating after that foul, making sure they're holding their shape. Keegan, 27 goals and 63 appearances for Galway United in his head coach's home country of Ireland.
Substitution on the sideline for the Fuego. Coming on the pitch, number 9, Dembar Benson.
Mike Elias going to make another change.
Number 34, Kevin
Denbor Benson, the former El Farolito man, the burrito restaurant that made a historic run in the U.S. Open Cup. He'll replace 16-year-old Academy product Kevin Garcia. Denbor Benson played against Fuego in the Open Cup, and in the words of his now acting head coach, Mike Elias, absolutely terrorized the Fuego. Someone they had to bring him on board. And they have 4 goal contributions in USL League One this season. What a time it would be to get his 5th. Heckenberg. Carrera Garcia. Jose Carrera Garcia gets it back. Not much room for him now. First time cross, met in the air by Lucky Oprah. Hailstorm still haven't gotten it away, and now we'll get a chance from the goal kick.
Hailstorm.
They'll take as much time as they possibly can. Omar Lemus conceding the goal kick.
Soccer fans, join us at Fresno State Soccer Stadium for Hispanic Heritage on Wednesday, October 9th. As your Central Valley Fuego hosts Spokane Velocity. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m.
Lemus was off the pitch for about 2 months and then has played nearly every match. In fact, starting every match just except one since June 29th against Tormenta. Heckenberg switching it wide. Pone sticking with it, trying to hopscotch his way through multiple defenders and couldn't. Ashkanov Apollon not afraid to drive at the Hailstorm back line. Got by Rendon and then a heavy touch by Martinez. Here's Chelo Martinez with a lot of space to his left. Real Gil. Got the cross away. Keegan one more time. Shot blocked. Here's Dembor Benson. Delgado charging back onto his line. Benson by one. To the end line. Squared it for nobody in red. Excellent break by Fuego quickly. Siobhan John Brown has space. Gill slid in and concedes a corner kick.
Corner kick. Fuego. Corner kick.
Big opportunity
Easy press from your printing knee.
from the near side.
Jose Carrera Garcia taking the corner for the Fuego.
Free header. Not a lot of venom on it. Eshawan Nemhard's momentum taking him away from the shot. 89th minute now. Delgado wants to go quickly. And there's space. Horde. Keegan. Powder! Wide of the mark.
Fuego. Substitution for the Hailstorm. Coming on, number 11, Marky Hernandez. Coming off, number 66, Noah.
And it
Powder.
was Noah Powder's last touch of the ball tonight as the super sub for Ayman Zayed. His affectionate words for Marky Hernandez. 7 goal contributions this season, 10 as a super sub last year. Someone who always adds the spark when he comes off the bench, said his head coach Ayman Zayed. And a second goal would likely put this game to bed. Northern Colorado have nearly gone the distance. 90th minute.
4 minutes.
Will elapse shortly, and we will head into the first of the minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage. Lemus into the box! Shot off the back of Breck Evans.
Out of bounds. Corner kick for the Fuego.
Captained the inaugural North Texas side that won the Players' Shield and first ever League One championship. Omar Lemus had a lot of space. Tried to go high with it.
On the pitch for the Fuego. Number 11. Oh, Mendiola.
Javier Mariona replaced by Raul Mendiola. Another attacking option in the late stages for Coach Elias.
Coming off was number 32. Javier.
Deep delivery, Rendon first to it. Second ball, comfortable for Heckenberg, but forced to play short to Lemus. Swept for John Brown. Diving header away. First time volley flicked on. It was clever. And it didn't have a lot of power from Deshaun Nemhard.
Fuego knocking on the door. Just can't knock it open.
Horde down for Gill. Tried to loft that in behind for Hernandez. Instead, it's Rendon onto it. Continuing his run, Keegan for Hernandez. Blocked once again. Rendon picking up the rebound and trying the curler. Rendon thought he had a corner kick. Perfectly recreating Edvard Munch's The Scream for the art aficionados among you. There it is, that's perfect. '93rd minute now from Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Central Valley did well to get a point, deserved maybe more last time out on the road in Greenville. They look likely to not take any home tonight on home soil. Still time to change that. Lemus taken down. It'll be a yellow card. Real Gil leaving his feet and not getting the ball.
Comes out of the pocket, issued to number 7. Real Gil.
Didn't really need to make that challenge as well. Chandler Martinez was coming across to cover. Gives up a set piece opportunity in the 94th minute. The Ice and Fire Cup always has drama, always has intrigue. Is there a late twist in this tale? Lofted in, headed away. Apollon wants to go to goal. Turns and faces Ethan Horde. And the former defender turned striker shuts down number 3 for the Fuego. Mendiola, short for Apollon. Northern Colorado told to step up. The 94 minutes at a minimum have elapsed. And heads up defending by Lucky Oprah to shield that out of play. Put his body in front of Siobhan John Brown, trying to make the attacker think he was going to take a touch and never did. That may put a bow on this one. Head coach Eamon Zaya told us earlier this week of taking the intensity and the hunger from that Jägermeister Cup win into league play, and they've done just that on the West Coast. The Ice and Fire Cup goes the way of the Hailstorm. Ethan Horde's header in the 53rd minute, the difference maker, as the inaugural Jägermeister Cup champions continue their surge up the USL League One table. We've got plenty to talk about in the post-game show. We'll take a quick break before then. Stick with us, and we'll see you on the other side.
At Golden Bear Physical Therapy, our goal is to help you reach the best version of you. We specialize in physical therapy, work injury prevention and rehabilitation, athlete training and sports injury, and so much more. So whether you're trying to get back to work or back to practice, call us today and let us help you.
There is the goal scorer tonight, Ethan Horde, on his return to the West Coast. Gets all 3 points for Northern Colorado tonight. Let's take you through the full-time highlights from Fresno State Soccer Stadium. In the first half, it was Fuego lighting the fire. Low shot from Javier Marion after sitting down his mark, but it was saved by Lalo Delgado, who keeps his 8th clean sheet tonight. That one, another good save in the first half by number 1. And then shortly into the second half, Real Gil, what a difference he made in this match. Coming off the bench at halftime. There's the deflected shot, the first on target for the Hailstorm. Forced a save out of Carlos Aviles, but nothing number 23 for the host could do about this one. Free header, 5 yards out, no doubt about it. Ethan Horde saw it all the way. Brian Bustamante second to it, and it was 1-0 Northern Colorado. Fuego nearly got an immediate response. How about the ball in behind from Alfredo Midense for Siobhan John Brown, who stung the outside of the far post, just getting it wrong by a matter of inches. Noah Powder had a couple good looks in that second half, but couldn't test Carlos Aviles as much as he wanted to. As we take a look at the updated standings after this contest, the Hailstorm charging all the way up to 4th place, just 1 point behind the Independents, 3 behind forward Madison. The Mingos have already secured their spot in the playoffs. Central Valley, despite not getting any points tonight, still have a chance. They've got to win some matches, but they are far from out of the playoff picture. So that will do it from the very last edition in 2024 of the Ice and Fire Cup. Some hot tempers, some excellent play, and in the end, it is Northern Colorado Hailstorm taking all 3 points by a 1-0 scoreline. For everybody making this broadcast possible, our camera operators, our producer, Brent Koskiyuala, I've been Phil Galati. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.